For centuries, humanity has looked to the stars with hope, curiosity, and fear. But hidden within government vaults and whispered in dark corridors lies a truth so terrifying it has been buried for decades. Unexplained lights, objects moving against the laws of physics, men and women silenced for speaking too much. Each event dismissed as a coincidence, each witness ridiculed as a dreamer. And yet, piece by piece, the puzzle has never gone away. In 1947, the world was told a weather balloon crashed in Roswell. In 1997, thousands saw glowing lights over Phoenix. In 2020, the Pentagon admitted, yes, unidentified aerial phenomena exist. So why the silence? Why the deception? This documentary is not a story. It is a warning. Because the truth has always been here, hidden in plain sight, waiting for the moment when humanity can no longer look away. By the time this journey ends, you will never look at the night sky the same way again. Long before satellites scanned the heavens, long before telescopes traced distant galaxies, humanity recorded something extraordinary. Across the deserts of Peru lie the Nazca lines, massive drawings stretching for miles, perfectly straight lines and animal figures carved into the earth, visible only from the sky. How could ancient people design something they could never see from above? In Egypt, the pyramids rise with impossible precision. Their alignment mirrors Orion's belt. But why? Did they build monuments to gods, or record the footprints of visitors from the stars? In Australia's caves, paintings show strange figures with glowing helmets. In Africa, tribes tell stories of beings who came from the heavens, shining brighter than the sun. Every culture, separated by oceans and centuries, tells the same tale: messengers descending from the sky. Modern historians call them myths, but myths are built on memory. Were these gods, or were they something else, something flesh and blood? Even today, scientists cannot fully explain how such structures were built or why ancient civilizations were obsessed with the heavens, unless, of course, they weren't alone. In July of 1947, something crashed near Roswell, New Mexico. A farmer found metallic debris unlike anything he'd ever seen, light as paper, strong as steel. The military first announced, "We captured a flying disc," but hours later the story changed. It was only a weather balloon. That lie would echo for decades. In the years that followed, the U.S. Air Force launched Project Blue Book. Over 12,000 cases of UFOs were investigated. Thousands were explained, but hundreds remained unsolved. Documents show aircraft defying gravity, pilots reporting glowing orbs, civilians terrified by objects that moved with intelligence. Then came the CIA's hidden projects. MK Ultra proved governments were capable of unimaginable experiments buried under layers of secrecy. If they hid that, what else have they hidden? In 2017, the Pentagon quietly released videos of U.S. Navy pilots encountering unidentified aerial phenomena. The objects had no wings, no exhaust, and moved faster than any known aircraft. For the first time, officials admitted, "We don't know what they are." But every declassified file carries the same marks: whole pages blacked out, names erased, evidence buried. And the question remains, if these are just weather balloons, just stars, just mistakes, then why does the truth need so much red ink? For decades, governments denied everything. But truth has a way of escaping the cracks. In the 1980s, a man named Bob Lazar stepped into the spotlight. He claimed he worked at a site near Area 51, codenamed S4. There, he saw 9 alien craft, each powered by technology that bent space and time. Lazar described an engine that didn't burn fuel but manipulated gravity itself. The world laughed. The government dismissed him. But years later, documents confirmed that S4 did exist, and Lazar's descriptions of security clearances and chemical compounds, details once ridiculed, were proven accurate. He was not the first and not the last. Dozens of military pilots have stepped forward. Commander David Fravor, a decorated U.S. Navy pilot, described chasing a white, tic-tac-shaped craft in 2004. It moved at impossible speeds. It dropped from 60,000 feet to sea level in less than a second. No human technology could match it. More voices followed: intelligence officers, radar operators, even Pentagon insiders. Each risked their careers, their reputations, sometimes their safety. Why? Because silence is no longer possible. One whistleblower stated, "We are not alone," and they know it. Some believe these insiders are part of a controlled leak, a slow disclosure, designed to prepare humanity for what's coming. But others fear something darker, that the truth is being revealed, not to warn us, but to control us. Statistics reveal something astonishing. Every year, thousands of people report encounters with something not of this world. Most are dismissed as imagination, but some cannot be ignored. In 1961, Betty and Barney Hill were driving through New Hampshire when a bright craft followed their car. Hours later, they found themselves far from the road with no memory of what had happened. Under hypnosis, both describe the same terrifying story, being taken aboard a craft, examined by beings with large eyes. Neither sought fame, neither wanted attention, and yet their story matched countless others across the globe. In 1994 in Zimbabwe, 62 school children saw a silver disc land near their playground. They described small beings with large black eyes. The children, interviewed separately, gave nearly identical accounts. Psychologists concluded they were not lying. From Brazil to Russia, from the United States to rural Africa, the details repeat like a song. Bright lights, lost time, beings with impossible eyes. Are these hallucinations, or are they warnings? And yet, the strangest detail of all is not fear, but communication. Many abductees claim they were given visions, forests burning, oceans rising, the earth collapsing under human greed. As if these visitors were not here to conquer, but to warn. If these crafts exist, if these beings are real, then what about their technology? Consider this: the microchip, fiber optics, stealth technology, and even night vision goggles all appeared in the decades following Roswell. Engineers claimed breakthroughs, but some whispered that not all of it was human. Imagine a machine that bends gravity, allowing flight without wings. Imagine energy drawn not from oil, coal, or even nuclear power, but from the very fabric of space-time. Such technology would not just change the world, it would shatter every system of control we know. Free, unlimited energy would end oil empires. Advanced propulsion would make borders meaningless. Medicine beyond our imagination could erase disease. If such power exists, then hiding it is not about protecting us, it is about protecting control. And so the silence continues, the ridicule, the denials, the convenient explanations. Because the greatest threat is not the visitors above us, it is the idea of a world where humanity is no longer chained to the systems that rule it. Some whistleblowers claim recovered craft are locked inside military hangars, dismantled piece by piece. Scientists work in secrecy, their discoveries hidden from the public. And if that's true, then humanity has already touched the stars. But only a chosen few are allowed to hold the map. Disclosure is not coming. It has already begun. From declassified Pentagon files to whistleblowers risking everything, to the millions of ordinary people who have looked up and seen what should not be there. The silence is cracking, but disclosure may not arrive with a press conference. It may not arrive with a landing on the White House lawn. It may arrive in whispers, in glimpses, in fragments that force us to piece together the truth ourselves. The real question is not whether they are here. The question is, what do they want? Are they guardians, warning us of destruction? Are they scientists, observing us like ants in a colony? Or are they preparing us, slowly, carefully, for a contact that will change everything we know about existence? If tomorrow the skies opened, if a craft landed before the eyes of the world, would humanity unite in wonder? Or would we fall into fear, chaos, and war? For now, the truth lies between silence and revelation. And every night when you look up at the stars, remember this: you are not watching the unknown is watching you. This is not the end of the story. This is the beginning of disclosure.